A little bit further in. Coming up on the backside here of Duke and Fishy. Just keeping in mind some of the teams that they're working their way behind. Podesai and Stacey. It looks as though they want to get aggressive here, but instead Podesai has to rethink. Doesn't want to use that crash pad forward just yet after taking such huge damage from behind.
Goes for a cheeky edit. Bounce pad junior play. It cost him a lot of HP along the way. Stacey, who didn't have any bounce pad, choosing to use the first of 3 rocket rams to try to find a safe spot in zone. Leading the way. This could be a good call for them as Podesai finally catches up. The loot is going to be dished around, but you can see the last of their heals. They are running low, so for them, a refresh is imminent. It is going to be needed, and you see Agers by himself as well below the threshold. Kanata fell not too far, not too long ago, but there's a lot of pressure on his shoulders, pressure that he's felt before in their major run, trying to capitalize on it. The time is running out. Storm Surge doing so much damage. He's going to be in the same position as the other teams that we've seen. He's using a lot of heals just to stay alive. Even if it's not Storm Surge, that's Stacey and Podesai on the other side.
Storm Surge seems to be Agers' biggest opponent right now, because as long as he's given the opportunity to connect, those shots are going to put him exactly where he needs to be. Just a moment of relief here with 23 above. Roman Redeploy also going to take him in decent ways with that soaring sprints. And again, Agers just barely managing to catapult himself to the front side of the zone, but this is a great opportunity now for him to just look for that brief moment of reset. Looks to try and catch Rapid off guard, but it doesn't just work out in his favor.
And you can see Rapids by himself. Batman Booga went down, so he's going to be a solo. There's actually 6 solos in the game as of now who lost their teammate, and they have the world on their shoulders to try to make something out of this game. Rapid and QNDX aren't going to be one of them. They're a full-on duo. They've been playing well so far in this game. 1 elimination. The rest is going to be placement points. But as this one goes on, those placement points are going to continue to rack up. We're only into the top 22. Ooh.
Foxflowers getting taken out by Rapid and QND. Bit sneaky as well. This underbelly type of play over here at the Brutal Bastion. Podesai now looking to work his way through these builds. Only has this heisted accelerant to work with. He's got to be quick with the action, lands the shots, gets the enhanced effects, but just keeps it moving instead. Doesn't want to stick around for too long. Doesn't want to risk the backup opportunity from some of these other duos. He just wants the tags. He just wants the damage, because that's going to buy him more time.
I feel like I got deja vu all over again. Podesai solo going into the end game. He made something of it in that last go around. Can he repeat? 164 above the damage threshold as well. Not too much to worry about when it comes to that part of things. It's all about just staying alive. You don't want to run into the wrong duo, maybe one that's on the other side of that Storm Surge threshold. He knows so many other teams are below him. They're on top and everything. And look, this is almost like a repeat. Price and Chubbs on the high ground yet again. They said it's simple. They said it's easy, and they're ready to prove it be.
Nobody else is going to try and challenge for height. Bryce and Chubbs will be all too happy to take it. Rapid going to be one of the first to fall here. Clean elimination there for Price, and now Podesai continuing trying to work his way back up, but so much fire being applied to his build. He's down to just his last 2 remaining. He needs a refresh of some sort, but whether or not he's going to be able to find it is a different question altogether.
16th place so far. Half of those points come when you reach top 10. The other half are in the top 10. Podesai's just trying to get as many as he can, but he goes down. That's Clix. That's Epicwell who find the elimination. Clix gets knocked. Epicwell knows to try to go ahead without him, but a misplay on the bounce pad. He falls as well, but at least they got some points for their efforts. Consistency is key, but it's Agers as the solo who is able to find that elimination and keep him and Kanata alive within contention of that top 25.
We're talking about consistency, and right now for Bryce and Chubbs, so far they're consistently holding onto that high PX in. Kitos trying to tart through some of these secondary high layers. So far, haven't managed to encounter anybody just yet. Agers, though, breaks through the build and he doesn't want to find himself behind. That's going to be an elimination. Credit to Shalom is now PH in. Kitos try to tart their way forward. Crash pad, get a shot up on height, but it's not enough to actually break anything or knock down Bryce.
Yeah, but they're one of the few teams that sees what's going on above. They can easily try to make that a target if it's something they want to do. Quanti and TK, you heard him qualifying in that last game thanks to a big clutch by Quanti, trying to keep that show on the road. Reason goes down. Jen is trying to make up for it. Elimination's going to be found. Runs out of build, runs out of map. That's Noxy who's going to be able to take him down.
Quanti and TK, they seem to have found a slight gap. Nobody else quite discovering them just yet. PhZen and Kitos, though, they've managed to make a resurgence for the high ground. Pixie and Cheatin down below on the opposite end of the spectrum. They're still forced to deal with some of the congestion that remains.
Bryce and Chubbs have a chance. Brute win from the high ground, win from the low ground as Pixie takes down PhZen, saving that Siphon for later. Now it's going to come in handy. As soon as somebody else does eliminate it, that is going to be TK who cleans that one up. Only one player here left as a solo. Quanti going around, goes for the high ground. That's Kitos, the final solo. He gets dropped in the palm of his hands, but he dunks on him as Cheatin picks up that elimination onto TK. Quanti falls. Top two situation with Cheatin and Pixie being our final duo left alive. Kitos, on the other hand, using that early high ground to his advantage, but it only lasts for so long. Cheatin and Pixie take the game.
What a way to state your victory royale. Cheatin and Pixie wasted absolutely no time with taking over the low ground, and we've got Frankie standing by to get into their minds.
I do. To be honest, that looked like quite a calm victory from you, Cheatin. How did it feel on the lobby today?
It's really nice. Like, we are full sec the whole game and just played it out.
Yeah, you did play it out. You almost made it look easy, but it's not easy to take a victory royale in front of a very loud crowd here in Copenhagen. How are the nerves right now?
Feeling a bit nervous, but it's fine.
So how did you control those nerves when you were in those final fights?